Welcome, everybody. This is Outlaws Unleashed. My name is Kent. Grandma is here. Hello, Grandma.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Last video, we talked about setting a date for the unvaccinated, a
Yes,
celebration day, Grandma.
yeah,
And
I
you
did.
have a day.
Yes,
What
October
is
24.
October 24? So
Yes,
almost 1 year to next time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
We have plenty of time to build up to it. And
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, so now officially,
Yeah.
the day of the unvaccinated is October 24th.
Hooray, hooray.
Yes.
It's a holy, holy day. Or whatever,
Yeah,
something like that.
we have our own day now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, well, that's
Oh,
nice.
now we have to
Mm,
find some ideas and something to do for that day, though.
yeah, this we can do.
Yeah. But Grandma,
Mm,
things are happening in the world also. You
yeah,
mentioned to me that something's happening in Nigeria. I'm
yeah.
not sure if people have noticed this. What is happening?
Um, Around 50,000 Christians have been butchered so far. It's yeah, it's devastating and makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder why the media they are not writing one word about this. Not one word.
Oh,
Is it because it's African people? They don't care about African people? Is it because they are Christians? I do not understand. Things like this is going on, this butchering, and the media don't write about it. Why?
it's
Why do you
insanity.
think?
I find this extremely concerning because we are, as so-called white people, we are apparently uh, demons. We are the root cause of everything evil. So when we are saying something and doing something, it's perfectly okay to hate us. Even when we are not doing anything, it's okay to hate us. But when we are being hunted down, white people, it's perfectly okay. For example, for South Africa, and
Yeah.
you see all over the world like this. And now it's apparently okay to hunt down Christians also.
Yes.
So if you are black or yellow or brown or pink, I don't care. But hunting down people because of their religion, no matter of the religion,
Yeah.
it's demonic work.
Yes. It's very demonic,
Yeah.
and I think it's also demonic that the media is not writing about it. That's also demonic.
But the media are bastards, Grandma. They
Yeah.
are not pursuing news. They are pursuing clickbait and pornographic materials, and you see the newspapers here. It's more important to write about celebrities and what partners they have, and so much uninteresting things. And when real news comes, they don't write about it. And this is another example. What about, was it Sudan? There's people being hunted down in the streets in the city. Thousands of people dying.
Yeah.
Also an example of people being killed in Africa for.
Yeah. And in South Africa,
Hmm.
the white farmers there are also being butchered. And
But I see Donald Trump, the person everybody have an opinion about. He said
yeah,
something about Nigeria, Grandma.
yeah. He
What was
said, yes, he said to the government there, if you don't stop this killing, I will come to stop it.
I
short.
believe him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. He said so in through social yesterday, I think it was. He said he will come to take down these terrorists. In
He said,
and he said also all aid to Nigeria will stop immediately till they stop this butchering of Christians.
uh,
This what he also said.
it's so fascinating, Grandma.
Yeah.
The what's the character of Donald Trump or the people playing Donald Trump is extremely interesting. On one hand, he does this for Nigeria. On the other hand, it's perfectly okay to possibly invade Venezuela.
Yeah. Yeah. You
The
can wonder,
contrast.
but yeah, you can wonder, but
Yeah.
um, what the American uh, government is saying is that Maduro in Venezuela, he is a drug lord, and that's why they want to
But
stop him.
so let's say they are correct.
Yeah.
I don't believe he's the so-called biggest one. I think the countries, we have talked about this earlier, but let's say they are correct, Grandma, and say he's a drug lord. Shouldn't he be put to justice? Or is the head of the government of one state, his word is enough and Maduro should be killed? So is this the kind of society we want to live in? Shouldn't there be any higher standards than this? So if you are a corrupt bandit, if he is, shouldn't he be put to trial? Shouldn't the people of this country be able to do something about it themselves? We see
Yeah.
every time we, as the so-called West, go into another country and fuck that country up.
Yeah.
Everything is ruined. You see, Libya is the perfect example of this. You don't have to like Gaddafi. There are
No.
reasons you shouldn't like him, but he controlled that country. And if people look at the country under Gaddafi and after, now you have open slave markets.
Yes.
And I'm
Libya was a
extremely
very good
concerned.
country under Gaddafi.
And I'm extremely concerned if we, as the so-called West, or especially the America, go into another country. They go into another country because of the resources. Everybody knows that. It's not about the drug problem. If the US have a drug problem, they can fix it themselves in their own streets first and fix up their own country. The only reason for going for Venezuela is because of the oil and the resources.
Yeah, maybe it is, but the people there are living in extremely bad condition. They are.
I
So
agree with this.
yeah, but I am open to the possibility that uh, that maybe this time it is for a good reason also, not only for example, the bombing of Libya was only destroying something who was good to begin with. Only.
But you see
I,
the way the Americans push a war. Every war the Americans fight, they put it out on the civilian population. So if they go into Venezuela, the Americans don't have enough troops to so-called take over the country. So they will put a lot of pressure on the people. They will bomb and they will bomb and they will bomb.
you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
I
may be
think
wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm
yeah,
wrong.
I hope so too, and I think that mm, I think I'm seeing a different kind of strategy that that they are mm, they are trying to take down these evil dictators and at least trying to pose
But but
minimal damage on the
but but,
people.
yeah, but Grandma, if that was the cause,
Yeah,
Maduro went to Donald Trump and pretty much gave him everything he wanted. Nobody's writing about this, but he talked to Trump and said he could make deals on the oil and everything like this. But no, it's extremely interesting to see what is behind this.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Looks like
I, I
looks
think
like it is
I
about the
think it's
drugs.
greed and corruption as always. I think Donald Trump
Yeah,
is controlled by the banks, and I think they see an opportunity in Venezuela to take their oil and take their resources. Because this is the modus operandi of the United States.
yeah. I hope, and at this point, I do think it's a little bit different this time.
But
Really, I do.
another example is, for example, the Russian President Vladimir Putin went to talk to him about different subjects which we don't know about. For making corporations and dialogue and planning a future between the US and Russia, even though the US is funding the special military operation in Ukraine, even though tomahawks are so-called potentially being used and whatever. And Donald Trump is behaving like a petulant child. He's okay. We had when you see the Brezhnik and what's it called, the nuclear torpedo. The Russians have a lot more so-called fancy weapons than the US have. And now Donald Trump is saying that, okay, now we have to have testing and like this.
Yeah,
It's like the bully in the playground. What happened to conversations of grown men and women? What happened to diplomacy and dialogue?
yeah. I'm laughing because um, it was never diplomacy. Not now, not before. Um, I think it's all strategy, all of it. And yeah,
At least they
at
have.
least I have big confidence in the Trump administration than I think I ever had in any administration before. Because all yeah,
My feeling is the last good administration the US had was John F. Kennedy, and we see
yeah,
what happened to him.
yes,
I don't think people know this, but if you see what John F. Kennedy did, he took the control of the Federal Reserve back to the US government, and he made his own money, and then he was killed.
yeah,
So he took the power from the banks back to the government,
mhm,
and then he was killed.
yeah, yeah. And then it's worth to notice that they they tried to kill Trump several times. So that could be a sign that
It's very
something,
interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting to see. So like this.
you know, mm,
But it's fascinating that on the one side he's doing so much good, and the other side is hopeless.
yeah,
For example, he could get out of the war or special military operation, whatever you call it in Ukraine, like this, and just
yes,
pull the money. I'm not saying that's an okay solution, but the US could do it. Now we will have the Russians taking everything they want.
Yep.
And
Putin is moving towards Odessa now, I saw.
yeah, I think there's a
Yeah.
big possibility he will take Odessa. I think there's a big possibility he will take Kiev.
Mm.
And what happened then? I think you will see a voting process like you had in Crimea. And I think they will vote to stay in Russia.
Mm.
So Ukraine will never have these cities again.
Yeah, maybe that's what
Oh,
will happen. Yeah.
yeah. And Donald Trump could stop this, and he's not.
Yeah. But if he was withdrawing all the aid, couldn't just Putin just trample all over Ukraine and just take it then?
I think the most important for the Russians, I think, is to have a stable Ukraine. I think they could pretty much stop what they around have now, is my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But they won't do that.
No.
And
And they will never give up Crimea. That's
no, so of course, now Crimea is Russian, and the
yeah.
Donbass is Russian. They have
Yeah.
this in their constitution now. So,
Mm.
but it
Yeah.
comes back to the relations between the people we vote into office.
Yeah.
And when we see European politicians, you see Donald Trump, they pretty much everybody is hopeless. Common sense is not ruling anymore, Grandma.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And yeah, it's a bunch of clowns, all these politicians. Insecure people, vaccinated people, scared people.
Yeah, we need our own day, Grandma.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
But going into politics, no, 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 not in a million years I would do that.
me neither. I know
No,
ambitions about this. So
no.
yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen. And we
Yeah,
when two amateurs are talking about this on the internet, what happened to the rest of the grown-up people, the so-called specialists and the so-called professors and the so-called uh, people in high positions?
yeah,
It's fascinating to see.
it
And
is.
and it pretty much everything goes back to the journalists, though.
Yeah,
If,
yeah,
if we have journalists that will do their job, it's a global problem for this.
yeah. Yeah, it has become a global problem because all of them are fed with millions and millions from these globalists.
Yeah, and they're owned by the same companies globally.
Yes, all of them. Yes. And they are getting their orders from the same place. This we saw especially in COVID.
Yeah.
It was
That-
not only the same talking points, it was the same sentence, word for word. So you could see that every day it was going out orders from somewhere. Trusted News Initiative, I guess,
Hmm.
was the place. And all the editors in the Western world, they had their orders and they was and yeah, we
Now,
don't have a functioning press anymore, and
we,
that's a
we we
serious
saw,
problem.
yeah, but we saw this under COVID when it happened, and we talked about it between ourselves.
Yeah,
A lot of people didn't see it, but now it's possible to go back and look at it. We know it was like this, but people don't want to look at it.
no,
So again, on this episode also, Matthias Desmet, mass formation psychosis.
Yes, yes. If you want to know what's going on in the world at the moment, you have to educate yourself about mass formation psychosis.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think it's
and
important to say that for every day people don't look up on this, you will put yourself in a situation that will become worse and worse for every day that goes.
yeah,
So you need to
well,
do something now, or you will be fucked.
yeah.
Sorry to say. Uh,
Short and brutal.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
And the most powerful weapon we have is our freedom of speech. To use it,
yeah.
to use it as much as you can, everywhere you can.
We come
And
back to the same every time, Grandma. It's the freedom of speech,
yes,
position of sound money, uh,
yes,
gold and silver,
yeah,
so and taking care of your soul.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yes.
yeah,
Apropos taking care of your soul, uh, Jesus, he said this, that that's the most powerful weapon, the word. And the Bible it starts with, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. It is the most powerful weapon. And but we have to use it, of course.
we are trying. Hopefully, more.
Yeah,
more. One
yeah,
person at a time, Grandma. One person.
yeah, yeah. Imagine when we are dead and long gone, and some of our family or something find this in internet, these videos. I think maybe they will be surprised if they didn't see anything of it, you know? Yeah,
I hope so, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If we don't have any impact now, maybe we could have some impact in the future.
yeah.
Yeah, but at least we are trying.
Yeah. Interesting to see as always.
Yes,
Hmm. So, Grandma, 24 October 2026.
yes. That is the day of the unvaccinated.
Any closing arguments, Grandma?
No, just, yeah, just I'm happy we have our own day. We have
Hooray!
that now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Closing on a high note, I think.
yes.
This is
Mhm.
Outlaws Unleashed. My name is Kent. Grandma has been here. Thank you guys for listening. 24 October. See you guys later. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.